Today we are testing out Skull Trooper Jonesy. Now the birthday event is just around the corner, so Skull Trooper Jonesy will be in those llamas so you can get him back. But what exactly does Skull Trooper Jonesy do? Well, he's got his commander perk is Locked and Reloaded Plus, so after you reload it increases your weapon damage by 15% and the fire rate by 35% for 5 seconds. Now this works on any weapon, but today I'm only going to be doing it with assault rifles, so I'm just going to show you my build now. We have Preemptive Strike, just so we're increasing damage on that initial first shot. Then we have Assault Damage just to increase it by 17%. Startup and Mad Tidings, that works very well with LMGs, so you can get pretty much up to 75% additional damage per hit. Survivalist, so we stay alive, and Assault Crit Damage, just so our critical hits will do 75% more damage than they normally would. But let's get this into a mission and just see how good Skull Trooper Jonesy actually is. So we're in our Twine Peaks mission. It's power 100. But I've gone with two weapons. Well, I can always use the candy corn, but I've gone with two weapons with decent fire rate. So 9.38, and this one has a 10.8. We might switch to the candy corn MG that also has 10.8, so there's not really any point. I thought I was stuck in a rock then, but what are you going to do? This is the regular fire rate, okay? Just that. If we reload, here we go. That is crazy. Well, that's actually really cool. Increased fire rate is really good. Like, get that damage buff and the fire rate buff, so you get even more DPS than you normally would. Let's try the Terminator. Reload here. Oh no, that is really going to be chaos with the recoil. Although it only lasts for 5 seconds, I feel like if it lasted a bit longer that could be really good. But also incredibly overpowered. Go on, that gives you tremendous recoil. I want to just reload and just hip fire. See what the recoil is like. Eee. Right, and then it slows down there. Let's try it again. Same recoil, but it goes a bit slower. Let's just reload. I'm really liking this guy's commander. Oh, you can melt through enemies. What is the current fire rate? 14.58. So we've gone up around 4. Just under 4 a second, 4 shots a second, because it was 10.8, 14.58 now, but so far so good. I'm really liking this guy. Right, because we have Mad Tidings and Startup on, we're getting that 75% extra damage. So what are we doing here? 134,000 DPS. I'm going to reload. I'm going to fire for a couple seconds. 1, 2, 3. Got 296,000. That's actually crazy. It's going to go down now. 207,000. Each shot will up our DPS a bit, unless we've already done those 50 shots. Yeah, we've already done those 50 shots. But that is really good so far. Now, if I'm right, it goes for all weapons, not just assault rifles. So let's just... This is the fire rate of that. I'm going to reload. I think that was a bit faster. I'm not too sure. 6.08. That's the current fire rate. Oh, that is crazy. Here we go. That is a ground pounder as well, firing that quickly. Whoa, that is madness. Tell you what, we've got to do this on. Not the ground pounder. We'll, because it's a shotgun. We've not really got this build for shotguns. We'll reload here. Get this smasher. Wow. You do really melt through enemies with that additional damage and additional fire rate. It's so good. So good. And he is back in the birthday llamas soon, so always get him. Just activated that Atlas. Now we're doing this objective. I'm really liking it so far. This guy, right. So there's no buff whatsoever at this point. I think it's only on reload. After reloading, yeah. Increases it. So nothing here. So you're going to reload here. You get that fire rate. What I think this could be very useful in those missions where you're just getting overwhelmed with far too many enemies sometimes. You know what? I think... Do I have something with a smaller mag size? Yeah, we do. The Swamp. Bit smaller anyway, so we're going to reload. Just because if we can empty it in less than 5 seconds, we'll permanently be on that fire rate. We will actually have that high fire rate all the time if we can constantly keep firing. So you don't really want mag size on this. Look at that. We're going to have that huge fire rate this whole time. And with the Swan as well. With this Swan anyway. if we look at that as perk, each shot fired grants 1.8 crit rating for 1 second, and we got a 10.94 fire rate on the Swan. So we're getting, I don't even know what that is, but what, sort of pretty decent extra bit of crit rating each shot. Look at that, we've got, you know, the additional, is it 18? I want to say 18 extra crit rating. I feel like that's wrong though. Getting a bit of damage down here. We've lost the speed thing now, we're going to reload. Again, you don't have to be reloading, but I think, again, mini bosses or smashes as well, you want to get through them really quickly. Just reload as this guy. I think it would be very, very useful. I miss using the Swan. I really wish I used it more. I've had this one in my inventory for such a long time. Look at this, the fire. There we go, we got a blaster. Hopefully no one takes the blaster from me. There we go. Absolutely decimate the blaster there. It really works well. Now, you could probably get a weapon that has a good fire rate already. Like, you've maxed out for fire rate. It's got a pretty small mag size, like less than 50. But you've got like 2 fire rates on it, and then use it on this guy. You could be firing really, really quickly. And we've got a Leecher over there. What skin are they? Just for cure Archaeologist. Oh well. It's kind of obvious at this point. Right, anyway, so abilities with this guy. Oh no, we've got to reload first, haven't we? Shred through him. Right, abilities. He's got the shockwave, he's got the grenade, and he's got going commando, which I can't actually use because I ran out of energy. But pretty standard perks. I don't think there's been a new soldier perk yet. We got 2 new constructor perks, I know that. Or whatever you, abilities I should say. Got the going constructor, and we got Rosie. Can't remember any new abilities though for soldiers. Just look at this. You're not really going to notice the difference in terms of DPS against enemies like this. You will notice it though against the Smashers or the mini-bosses. Like that. There we go. Goodbye, Smasher. You're not going to cause any problems in destroying our objective now. Oh, this bug is still here. I went away for a week and that bug's still here. Surely that's not a hard one to patch. There we go. It's gone. Just get in the way. Right, we've got some flingers. Hate the flingers. Really do. Get through this guy really quick. Look at that. Goodbye, Flinger. Just absolutely melt through everything. Now, I've probably said this already, but the thing I really like with this guy, you don't have to use assault rifles. You can use things like snipers as well. You can use, obviously, if it's something like the old Betsy, it's not really going to work because it doesn't increase reload speed, only fire rate. And the old Betsy fire rate is pretty much the reload speed. But with things like the Obliterator, you're able to fire decently quicker as well. So any sniper that's got more than like a 1 mag size, very, very useful with this guy. Again, shotguns as well. With the shotguns, I could be using this shotgun, getting a few shots. This is the fire rate I can get maximum like that, and then we reload. Much faster, much faster. It really is. I'm trying to think of, say like the Room Sweeper, or but I think there's one that is it Tiger Jaw or Room Sweeper that shoots faster. You could again put a max fire rate on that. Put this guy as your main, and you will be melting through hordes and hordes and hordes with that. It will eat through your shotgun ammo, but you'll still be melting through. I think I want to keep the Swan for the rest of this video, because I just like that it increases the crit rating the faster you fire. Oh no, I shouldn't have jumped down there. How do I get back up? I can't place anything. There we go. Back up. Need some more blasters, hopefully. Really would like some blasters or smashers. The higher health guys. I'm just going to cover this spawn by putting 2 turrets over here, so I can get over here. I feel like yeah, I think some smashers are spawning down here. Ugh. Not sure if I managed to hit him there. I'm really liking this guy though. I'm not sure why I've never... This is the first time I think I've actually used him as a main as well. Which is crazy to think that. Oh, it's trap vulnerable. Let's see how much damage we'll do anyway, even though it's trap vulnerable. Pretty much nothing. It's tank and trap vulnerable. You're not going to really get any damage with your assault weapons at all. Still melt for these guys though. You can hip fire. Swan's really good. Right, I don't even think we're going to bother getting that smasher. No one's putting traps down. It's going to be chaotic. Right, let's get that going commando out, which we used earlier. Come on, melt for those guys. Let's use a sniper after this as well, just to see... Yeah, let's use the Obliterator. I want to see the fire rate on the Obliterator after the reload. Let's find... There it is. 130 Obliterator. So this is the current fire rate for me. It's like 1 every 1.5 seconds. Then we reload. Let's see what the difference is now. Hopefully it's better. Bit better, I guess. And it lasts the full 5 seconds as well, which is very nice. Okay, I'm missing every shot. What other weapons do we have? We've got the Plasmatron. Although that doesn't have a reload, so it's not going to work. No, it's not going to work on the Plasmatron. What other things could we use? Pistols like the Steamroller. This is the fire rate. I think it's 2 a second on the fire rate. With the Steamroller, we're going to reload. Oh, wow, you've really noticed the difference. Some of the weapons, you don't really notice the difference as much. Like the Obliterator, you did notice it, but it didn't really feel like it did as much. It had as much of an impact as the Steamroller is here. The fire rate is such a massive help. That damage one. Again, you can have this guy as a main and be a pistol specialist as well. Have all the other pistol people who buff pistols. You got Calamity, you got Beetlejuice, you got Ranger, Deadeye, loads of them that buff pistols. Look at this. I need to think of other weapons we've got. I like to test everything with this guy. I want to see the difference in the fire rate, what that 35% actually does. Go to these guys with our Shockwave as like a must-have for all soldiers. Shockwave is so good. No Warcry on this though. Get rid of the grenade. Got 30 seconds left. Surely we can't use the boom bow. You know what? I'd said we'd use this at the start. Let's use it here. This is the normal fire rate. We're going to reload. Melt through insanely quickly. This is going to eat through my ammo. Oh, I can't get through the... There we go. We got through. Absolutely eat through my ammo. We did that in about 10 seconds. Because I think this got a mag size on this gun. That's why we're not getting through it. So, if you're going to have this guy as a main, I do suggest the weapons you use have a smaller mag size. But we are done. Very fun hero. So that was Skull Trooper Jonesy. Now, I actually really enjoyed him more than I thought I would. And that was the first time I've ever actually used him. Ability-wise, I mean, yeah, abilities, again, you know, your Shockwave, you got the grenade, you got going Commando, we know how those work. I really, really like, though, how you can use this guy on pretty much any weapon apart from melee weapons. If you want to have extra fire rate on snipers, I do that. If you want to be a pistol specialist but you want that extra fire rate like with a Steamroller, have this guy and have things like Beetlejuice and Ranger Deadeye in support as well. I also would recommend, if you want to actually main this guy, use the weapons that have a smaller mag size, just so you're getting that fire rate all the time. You don't want to be firing, you know, 10 a second, then it drops down to 6 or something. You want to be having that maximum fire rate. So try and avoid large magazine weapons or slower fire rate weapons. I think they could be very... I should have really tried this with a slower fire rate weapon just to see the increase in fire rate, really. How I would build just a random weapon with this, I'd probably... Well, to see how fast I can get something, to try and get something with the fastest fire rate in the game, so I have those fire rate perks on it as well. But this is a really good hero. He is back in the Birthday Llamas very, very soon. I'm not sure when, but I know it's some point in the next 7 days. But I'm going to leave this here. Do let me know what you guys thought of this. And as always, thank you for watching.